What's up, you guys? Sean Ross Sapp, Fightful, here with a name you know. We got Brutus Creed. How you doing, man?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm doing awesome. You guys have exploded onto the scene.
Thank you.
WWE Raw. Not just you two, Ivy as well.
Yep.
Incredible success. Title matches for all of you. How has that been for you? It's been like a whirlwind.
Yeah, it's been surreal to say the least. You know, you grow up as a fan and you watch Raw and you go, wow, I want to do that one day. And then it realistically becomes an expectation of, oh, shoot, we're going to do it all the time. So it's just a very surreal thing, man. And adjusting, I felt a little uncomfortable, but now I'm starting to feel like I belong more.
With the skill set that yourself and your brother have, there's always the natural question, MMA, pro wrestling. Now, more than ever, it seems easier for guys like you guys to transition because UFC, WWE under the same umbrella.
Yeah.
Obviously, at some point, they might be like, you know what? This would be an awful great crossover that we got here. Would that be something that you're ever into?
Maybe once or twice. I don't know if I could do a whole living of taking the pounding of my face in the UFC.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'll do a one-off or so.
So, man, your finisher it's so breathtaking.
Thank you.
How does one even come up with it? Like, at what point do you go, yeah, that's what I'm going to do? And who's the first person that you pitch and you go, there's something I'm working on?
So, actually, that's funny you ask. I'm at the Performance Center, and we're practicing
Norman
dives.
Smiley up there on somebody's shoulders.
Norman and Coach Carino
Yes.
came together and sat me down.
Yes.
And so we're practicing dives, and I was like, well, what if this is it? And I dove, and I was joking, right? I'm like, what if that was it laughing? My brother and I laughed. When we get to a match, and I actually hit that dive in the match. And I believe it was the first people that was hitting on was Marcel, Wesley, and I think it was Nash Carter, but I can't remember.
That would make sense. He's a nut. He would do it, yeah.
And so that's where it was born. And from there, it was just a joking dive that I actually ended up doing in a match. And from there, progressively to, well, can we use that as a finisher? It looks devastating, and then we just continue to do it from there.
Has there been anybody that's like, I don't know how I feel about that one? Like maybe a little hesitant or nervous?
Yeah, I'd say almost 90%.
And then you do it, and so far, so good. It looks great.
Yep.
Nobody's gotten hurt with it.
Exactly. No one's gotten hurt. That's the thing. They say it felt fine and everything. It just looks scary. I'm sure if you have 280 pounds coming off the top rope, it's going to look scary.
Yeah, I'm interested in the process of you guys finding out you'd be on Raw. We saw the contract signing segment. Your names were ones that were always mentioned when people go, who are the next call-ups? Everybody was like, those guys are TV ready. People I would talk to were like, we want them up here.
Yeah.
How did you find out? Who was the person that told you guys you're coming to Raw?
We didn't actually even know after our first match against Alpha Academy. We had to go back to NXT and wrestle a match. And then what we found is I actually got married the same day.
Oh, wow.
And I get a call
Congrats.
from Trent. Thank you. It was a roller coaster of emotions. And I get a call from Trent, and he's like, hey, we're going to need you full-time on Raw. And I was just like, I was very emotional. It was a very emotional day for sure.
So obviously things are going well for you guys. They're going well for Ivy, too. What's that like to see her success as well, side by side with you guys?
Man, I love it, right? She's starting to show who she truly is, and she's starting to break out of that, hey, I'm just a background character for the Creeds. She's starting to show, hey, I can do this too. And I'm very happy for her. I can't wait.
She came up and hugged me earlier. It was like a boulder. It was like I felt like that if we clinched up, I would not have been able to physically move that woman. It was just, she is such a presence as well,
Yeah.
and that compliments you guys so well.
Oh, absolutely. She helps out so well. You know what's funny? She get recognized more in the airports than we do.
Yeah.
Because she stands out. People go, what do you do? What do
Yeah.
you do for a They always come up to her. It's like, all right, so Ivy's going to be the person that hopefully distracts.
Yeah, she's the type of person they say passes the airport test. Even if you don't know her, she does something important.
Exactly. Absolutely.
So last question, you guys were a part of Diamond Mine. There were a lot of natural changes there. I remember hearing the first lineup,
Yeah.
and it was completely different than the last. Still, the changes worked out really well for people. A lot of cool people were involved, some of which are still in WWE, some are elsewhere. What was that like for you with that constant change?
It was hectic. It was different, but I think everything at the end of the day, whatever you do, and you do it to your best ability, it's going to shine, right? And so we knew, hey, if we just do things that are different and we stand out eventually and we progress, we're going to show that. And then I think that we came to the top and rose to the cream rises to the top. Is that what it is?
Cream rises to the top.
Yeah, that's what happened, right?
Yeah. Brutus Creed, thank you so much.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Until next time, guys. We're
Thank
out.
you.
Buying pay-per-views on NordVPN.com/Fightful is going to enhance your pay-per-view buying process. Now, one subscription to NordVPN has so many different benefits, but if you're a big pay-per-view buyer like myself, UFC, boxing, pro wrestling, all that good stuff, any combination of the three, if they're doing a fight circus or something like that, this subscription will pay for itself after 1 or 2 pay-per-view buys. Change your virtual location, pay for it at the prices that other people are paying for it in the UK, in Australia, etc., etc. And you can get different interfaces. Maybe you don't like Peacock and you want to check out the WWE Network the way that it used to be, the way that